Buried deep in the archives of the Ontario coroner was the key that unlocked a 36-year-old mystery. Calvin Hoover's blood sample, stored since his own autopsy in 2015. Police didn't realize its connection to the DNA found on Christine Jessop's underwear after she was murdered until months of genetic work revealed the link, with some details not reported until now.
We had about 6 people working for 6 months on making this identification. It was a little bit more difficult than we expected. Differences on either end.
Forensic genealogist Anthony Redgrave says it took him 6 months to fill in the killer's family tree. His work displayed here in what's known as a dendrograph, shared exclusively with CBC News. All those boxes indicate the killer's relatives, and the purple ovals would be distant cousins, who, like millions of others curious about their family tree, had submitted DNA for private genetic testing. They all linked to the name Calvin Hoover. It was only then, with a bit of investigative luck, police realized they'd had Hoover's DNA since his death. Finally, the match that connected the dots.
Calvin Hoover is the only person in the world that would forensically link to that extent.
The same lab in Texas that did the work tells us it's assisting with other cold case investigations from Canada, at least one predating the Jessop murder.
These cases that are in the 70s and 80s, they need to be worked. They're on that edge. You go much further back in time, and generally a lot of the players aren't around anymore.
Hoover was a friend of the family. His name was in the case file all along, though what's still unclear is why police didn't view him as a suspect back then, and why it took science and all these years for investigators to give him a second look. Thomas Daigle, CBC News, Toronto.